August 29, 10:16 in the morning. We're looking at about 84 degrees Fahrenheit, $190,794. I mean, sorry, 190,794 miles on the speedometer. So the miles switched to dollars. Sorry about that. There's Linda. And welcome to the Please Subscribe show. And we're headed off to Walmart. Okay, you ready? I put like a tracker on this woman. I have no idea. She just like completely disappeared. Right. Got it? All right, cool. And they're all the way from Arkansas. Too bad, $3.19.
How did we even leave anyways?
Well, I ended up getting the egg roll, so it's fine. Okay. Oh, forgot. Yes, welcome back to the Please Subscribe show. I'll be continuing on later. Maybe a couple more days doing door-to-door, I don't know. But if you know anyone that wants to buy some ADT equipment, send a comment in there. I might can connect you to some pretty important people. Anyway, just wanted to say that. What was your question about Kitty?
Last night.
What was your question about Kitty?
Kitty, did we feed you?
Sweetie, come on.
Sorry.
Kitty. Why don't you ask Kitty?
Kitty, did we feed you this morning?
Did we feed you? Did we feed you?
Did we feed you?
Did you get any food?
Did we feed you?
He's not answering. Kitty, hey, did you hear us? Did you feed? Did we feed you? Oh, he winked. That means yes. Yeah. All right. So he probably wants more. Okay. All right. So in Tim Burton's Pee-wee's Big Adventure, all Paul Rubens, well, the character Pee-wee wants is his bike. But not everybody could probably pitch a script like that in Hollywood, but it made sense with Pee-wee because it fit his character. So everything fell into place. And that's why Pee-wee's Big Adventure worked. It's an interesting concept. But most people, if they walked into a movie studios with a script that says, hey, it's this guy and all he wants is his bike. You know, he just wants to get his bike back. People would be like, huh, okay. You know, they might still consider it, I don't know, but the way that he did it, of course, it fit his character, you know, so it worked. And he was probably in a little red bow tie and a gray, a gray suit as he presented it, you know, which was even better. That's why so much money was thrown around to produce it. It was like Warner Brothers or something like that were behind it. You know, I have to be honest, every time I'm in a business meeting or something, for some reason I always go to Star Wars and I picture like what characters they would be. You know, the presenter at the meeting, so the person standing in front of the meeting, I'm like, okay, that would be Darth Vader, and this would be that weird looking alien guy that's, you know, and this would be maybe like a Boba Fett. You know, I always like, okay, this guy's a Luke Skywalker, and then, you know, like people at a meeting, I always like change it for a minute because like why else would they make Star Wars and, you know, but to fit into like normal life. I'm not that big of a Star Wars fan, but I do that sometimes. I don't know why. It's just something I do. I guess because I get bored. I don't know. I just like, okay, so we're at this meeting. You know, maybe I'm Han Solo, and the Millennium Falcon's back there, and they're talking about where they're going to attack against the Rebel Alliance. I mean, against the Empire. You know, where the Rebel Alliance is going to attack. You know, that kind of thing. Like, is this the dark side or is this the Rebel Alliance? You know, and it can switch back and forth. Have you ever done that? You know, like just kind of role play as you're looking at things, or like in a meeting or something.
I have. Yes.
All right, so we're going for the door-to-doors selling A.D.W.C stuff. This is help prevent wildfires and danger. That sign was talking about wildfires and danger because everything's real dry right now. So it'd be a good time to really install a really good fire alarm if you have one. And that's exactly what we do, as well as everything else, alarms and any type of alarm system or home protection is what we can call it, home protection. So I am going to be taking notes and giving out general information, so no specific names or mention on the type of company, because I haven't got the okay really to put that kind of stuff on the show. But I can talk about general stuff because this is like used in a lot of stuff when it comes to selling alarm equipment. So one thing that I'm hearing today was security evaluation. So that's one thing. So we're doing a security evaluation. Another thing is it only takes 2-3 minutes to do the security evaluation. So it's like a walkthrough in the home to show where alarms would go, monitoring system and stuff like that. No contracts today, okay? Which is true. We don't do any contracts. That's only on the day of the install. So we're basically showing you a security evaluation, or just a security evaluation, which I won't really be able to show, but I can talk about. It only takes 2-3 minutes. And then this is another thing I heard a lot today, is I'm saving you a spot in the promotion. Okay, so we're just saving a spot in the promotion, which is up to an $1,800 credit for your home, for the new homeowners program. I'm not just a salesman, or I'm not a salesman. So I'm not a salesman. Just a relocation manager. So I'm not a salesman. I'm not here to really sell anything, just a relocation manager. So when we do this security evaluation, it's so that you know what to expect down the line when you make your final decision. I like that. So you know what to expect down the line. We're just showing, this is like a security evaluation. So we can kind of look in the home and see what you need for security. We want to show you how the system works, so down the road you'll know more later what to expect. Okay. Now here's another thing too about sales and about training. It's kind of from the door-to-door kind of company I'm working as, because we're doing Sales Rabbit and door-to-door. Is you want to match energy at the door. So that's a tough kind of note, that you match their energy. And also where you stand at the door is important too. You don't want to be like far to the left where you're like, you can't really be seen. You're like, hi, I'm Jonathan. How you doing? Or really, my name's Cole, but hi, I'm Cole. Also go by Jonathan, but you want to be like where they can see you, you know, that kind of thing. So these are just some notes. I don't want to overwhelm you today, but that's just kind of some stuff that I'm going through right now. Anyway, there's a guy in the class who's younger. He's kind of like a lighter weight Chris Farley. He's just really funny to him, so always laugh. And there is Lake Worth. And tomorrow maybe White Settlement. People. Roxanne. This road's called Roxanne right here. It's also known as Meadow Lakes. You gotta always remember cloverleaf. Cloverleaf, think of 4, right? So this direction, that direction, that direction, and that direction. Because you can always branch off and talk to a neighbor, things like that, if you see them out. You always kind of want to do that. I always do, at least, if I can. This one is cold as a witch's tata. Close one. Nice driveway. It's a nice little place to have right by the lake. It's a little home like that. 4521. Forgot the name of this road though. Let's see if we can find it. Well, we can't easily shut the camera. I mean, it'll shut the camera off if I try to use that equipment right here. The road is called Clark Drive, right by this bridge, not too far from a bridge right up here. This is the bridge that takes you on the other side of Lake Worth. Yeah, and they have a road closure, so this cannot go to that, which does not, well, it does go this way. You just have to go this way. Kind of do a little bit of clover leafing just to kind of get my legs warmed up, and it's good practice too before you hit some of the leads. Some of the personal thing that I've started to do. Not a whole lot, just like maybe 1 or 2 if I see someone digging in their yard or something, just to let them know that we offer stuff. And kind of like practice, get the energy there a little bit, and then, you know, and then hit the leads only, because we still have to disposition the leads. Someone clapping their head and it's going like this to me because they wanted to get a few feet ahead. Yeah, the lady was behind me. She's like clapping her hands and going like this to me. I think I started that, by the way. She was using that on me. It's kind of like, you go, buddy. You hold up the traffic there. told sales team about my werewolf movie. They thought it was cool because I use home automation in it as well as security features like, you know, doorbell cameras. And I actually haven't put doorbell cameras in it, but I've implied monitoring. And tracking devices and things like that. But that's only because they're on the side of espionage. The two that are hunting the werewolf, they use a tracking device that tracks this person they think is a werewolf. And they do, I guess, I could add a doorbell camera to it. Oh, that's right. And then also it's through Google Home, so they're able to spy on them through Google Home. That's just in the story, though. It's not in real life. Real life, they don't do that. But these guys are like super. Well, one of them is kind of a super hacker. The Portlandian guy. That's the guy that's what's his name? John Blacksmith. That's the one I wanted to pitch to Post Malone. But I don't know. I may pitch it. I could pitch it to any actor, really, or any musician, or whoever wants to play it. He's kind of the fun character. It's kind of a side character that works with Gerald Oldman III, which is the werewolf hunter. That's from the UK. Based on Gary Oldman, because I always base characters on movie stars a lot of times. And there's Grace, of course, the lead character that's a mixed martial arts guy. And then his wife, who's an ex-rock star. That's Rennie Love. And they live out in the country, so they have monitoring. And since they think they're a werewolf, they can spy on them a little bit through their monitoring system. Not that really goes on. I don't know for sure if it does or doesn't. But they're not with a company. They're like just their own. They're their own independent werewolf hunters. Because it's ultimately about a werewolf that you never see until the very end, which is important. It's like my personal Jaws, if I can get anyone to sign on. And I'm waiting, and I'll patiently wait. All right, gotta walk through, so not everything, but it's pretty good. Man, I left the car running the entire time, too. Here's the Lake Worth right there. It's a cool place to have a home. Although you gotta watch out for the mosquitoes. Really close call. This really cool guy. He's about to go on vacation, but he wanted to wait till he gets back from vacation. So it looks like it's a good thing. It looks like it's a good thing. But it goes on a package called a video light package, or that's what I offer. And that means that they're pretty much interested in like a doorbell camera or an outdoor camera, and they want monitoring. So that means they're hooked up with the alarm, the fire alarm, medical, all that kind of stuff. You know, and it's really better to have that, and the insurance companies like it. The homeowner's insurance like it because the police can get there quicker, or the fire department if something were to happen. And also you have proof, you know, so you can get it, you know, you can get the right proof that the insurance company needs so that they can, you know, help you you know, when you have to go to the insurance company for something like that. I was just thinking, what would Linda do about the appointment? Oh, right. We'll set an appointment. She's just better with the food service stuff, but because you know, you ultimately you have to be kind. You have to use kindness through all of it, you know. But I could see her going, "All right, you want an appointment then," rather than closing. No, she probably could do it, you know. I mean, she set an appointment up with me, and I've been with her for 4 years, you know. But that's because I fell in love with her. But that's different. But you have to, you know, use kindness. There's people leaving stuff out in the front yard for like a garage sale kind of stuff. Oh man, it's not too bad. It's only 99 degrees Fahrenheit. Feels like I've been down this road before for some reason. It's got like that deja vu feel. Yeah, I have. I've done some deliveries down here. Actually, I saw some deer right up here in the vlog. What are we on? Hodgkins Road? Yeah, we're on Hodgkins. Yeah, it was like 5 or 6 deer all running or jumping fences and stuff all around here. I wonder if they jumped off that mattress right there. The deer. No, the deer were all around here, either running in here, and then a few of them ran across the road, and it was like either, I think it was late at night, it was like in the nighttime, and I saw them traveling right over through here, right in this area. About 4 or 5 deer. It's a deer crossing area. There's a lot of them probably died of heat strokes, so over the last month or so. All right, so you've got furniture out front, a down basketball thing. So maybe not home empty. Yeah, it kind of makes me mad, but their kid answers the door in their birthday suit, you know, and then the parents don't even come to the door. It's like you don't want to stay around for too long on that one, so oh man. But you know, what can you do, you know? The kid's like 2 years old, you know. But, well, we did talk about it in the sales meeting one time, so those things happen. Like, is your parents home? And they don't really, you know, respond or anything. And they have a home, you know, it's like, well, do they teach their kid to answer the door in their birthday suit, you know? I don't know. Well, I'm a parent, so it doesn't bother me. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but they really shouldn't teach their kids to do that. It's not really polite. But, and they have doorbell cameras too. Two different types. One of them was Ring, it didn't work. The other one was I don't know, some other company. It's like a delivery service. So you can see they have an old security sign right here, and no cars out front. It's always taught by acting teacher Bob Lavelle, who's no longer with us. Your body is your home. Your body is your home. It's in your body. It's your home. I know, personally, those Vivint, they go. Those are so annoying for like everybody. And they also overcharge. They charge about $40 or $50 higher than what we do. My goodness. But it's still cool though. It's still cool to have. Looks like we've got an abandoned gas station. It looked like it was a cool, or maybe it's farmer's market. Oh, this is like a farmer's market place. You get like fruit and vegetables and stuff like that. right here. Boat Club. Right at Lee Crest. I don't know if it's still active. It probably is, but it's on South Ridge. Boy, they took advantage of it too. They were looking for those apples and oranges and all kinds of. It used to be a gas station though. It's probably a farmer's market. Down this way. No outlet malls. What that means is that they don't want any outlet malls in this area of the neighborhood. No, it means that it doesn't go all the way through it. Alright, so we are going to be adding a new scene to the werewolf movie known as Grace, where John Blacksmith pretends that he is basically a home protection security relocation kind of manager or like a rep, because Grace Lippin and his spouse Rainey Love have just moved into the ranch over the last year or so. And he finds us out on Realtor.com or Zillow and things like that. So he's kind of the intel. I think this would be a perfect role, maybe even for me. I might take on for the role for John Blacksmith. I might like that one better. But it would make a lot of sense for Cooper to take on the role of Grace Lippin, because he's kind of more in shape, and I think he's more of that role. I've considered maybe Linda for Rainey Love, possibly, if she can handle a script. But it may have to be improv, and since the Actor Studio is so great with improv, we might be able to still work her in. I don't know, I'll have to talk to her about it. So I would maybe be playing John Blacksmith, maybe, but I've considered maybe also Post Malone to like get into his lap as well. Those roles can be kind of maybe alternated, you know, until it's finally decided. So I've gone from Grace to John Blacksmith, maybe. But anyway, because John Blacksmith's more of like a hacker kind of guy and stuff like that. So he like leaves a note on the door or in the door, kind of like slipping a note in the door as kind of bait to see if Grace would call him on this like special package deal for monitoring or something. He's already monitoring them anyway. So we might throw that in there, because he does talk about how he's following Grace Lippin through Google Home, and because they have Google products. So that might be kind of like surveillance or something that he does, because he honestly believes that Grace Lippin is a werewolf. So it's just kind of that kind of thing. There's a little bit of comedy in there too. But I may add that scene. It's be like a 1 or 2 page scene. You know, just him going up to the door, dropping off a flyer. Because I'm going to do it quite a bit of times until I'm really ready to write the scene in. I did already write the scene where he gets busted at the refrigerator because the refrigerator cam gets him. And that happens too. I'm going to leave that in there too. So I don't know for sure if it's going to be, if I'm going to play Grace or John Blacksmith. I don't know. I'll have to see. But I am still writing the script. Then again, I could still play Grace. Cooper could still play St. Patty the Great. And then, yeah, Post Malone could still maybe be offered the role of John Blacksmith. John Blacksmith could be any role. It's just kind of the fun role. And I may just go back and play the standard role, which is Grace. Just kind of the Rocky Balboa role in it. I mean, it's not Rocky by far. This is a werewolf movie I'm talking about. And the cat's definitely going to be the cat. So I'll leave the cat role in there for sure. Go into a go back. crane shot right here would be great, especially if you go up quite a bit of time. I have John Blacksmith do like this weird stuff, like, you know, like feeling the rays of the sun, just things, you know, that are abnormal. He's kind of a postmodern hippie with like silver teeth and all this stuff. He does this kind of stuff every once in a while. I haven't added in the script yet, but I need to remember to do that. Dang it, didn't notice the gate. It's not that one though, it's actually this one over here.